Well, this certainly is not a team that I expected to be talking about so early in the playoffs. The Boston Celtics have just become, I think it's like the 19th team or something like that, to drop a 3-1 series lead. The Philadelphia 76ers actually just did that. And there's so much detail to actually go into. I don't even know where to start because obviously, start of the day, you lose Jason Tatum, which in a lot of cases, a lot of people said it's the right thing to do because you don't want Jason Tatum blowing his leg up again. We just don't need that as NBA fans, as Boston Celtic fans. Jason Tatum sits on the bench. And from the moment that news came out, so many people got on the backs of the 76ers and said they are going to win this game. Although, when Jason Tatum was out, this team was a 50-win team this season because Jaylen Brown. So the fact that the team in this Game 7 seemed so reliant on Jason Tatum being in this game for them to even have a chance at home at the TD Garden. They lost two straight games at the TD Garden and lost 3 games of the TD Garden in this series. I don't know what it is about the Boston Celtics, but for the last 4 years, even in their deep playoff runs, they suck at winning at home. There is no other way around it. They just have not been able to win games consistently at the TD Garden. I would love to do the research. I reckon their win probability at home is just as good as away in playoff series as of recently. It doesn't make any sense to me. And obviously, there's two sides to the story because this was meant to be a down year for the Boston Celtics. As soon as Jason Tatum went down, we didn't know how long Jason Tatum was going to be out. So many people expected the Celtics to maybe make the play-ins. I think I probably had them just making the playoffs, considering how weird the East is at the moment. But we did not expect them to be a 2 seed. In the same vein, however, once the playoffs rolled around and once Jason Tatum was back healthy and Jason Tatum was in the series and in the team, a lot of NBA fans expected the Boston Celtics to be at the minimum in the Eastern Conference Finals. And they just got bounced in the first round by a 76ers team who basically has been on crutches all year. Paul George missed 25 games throughout the year. Joel Embiid has missed so much time due to injuries, due to this, that, the other. Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe have been the 2 rocks for this team. VJ Edgecombe as a rookie is just class beyond his years. It just doesn't make much sense to me. He is just an elite ball player and will be for very, very many years to come. He is the perfect addition to a guy like Tyrese Maxey, who Tyrese Maxey is going to have the ball in his hands a lot. VJ either sits in the corner or he gets putback dunks or he gets big offensive rebounds or defensive rebounds. The dude can jump as high as possible. It just is ridiculous. And it just felt like all of them came together at the exact right time. And that's what the last 3 games of this series was. Boston was living and dying by the 3-point jump shot. Me as a Warriors fan, I've never seen a team so reliant on the 3-point jump shot. Because every game of this series that they lost, they shot 26, 27, 28% from the 3-point range, which is wildly inaccurate. I just don't understand it. This team has so many good players. Jaylen Brown's a good mid-range shooter. Derek White honestly could not shoot a fish in a barrel for the whole series. And then he came out today, he shot 5 or 6 threes, but he shot about 15 of them. I think he hit some of his shots, but he was also wildly inaccurate in these moments. Man, oh man, what do you do? I don't know, because the theme of these videos has been talking about the next season. And obviously, I just feel like the Celtics are just going to run this back. They're probably going to keep the same roster, give or take. They're going to... Because this team is essentially the team that won a championship 3 years ago. Jason and Jalen, I honestly don't see leaving the Celtics at any point in years to come. Like, they will both be on this roster for very many years. The only critique that I have of this team is their center play. And the center play was the thing that killed them at the end of the day, because you go up against Joel Embiid, who just, for the 3 games that he was back in the series, dominated. There was not a single person on the floor for the Boston Celtics at any point in time that could stay in front of Joel Embiid, or stop Joel Embiid getting to the free throw line, or stop Joel Embiid hitting the occasional 3-point jump shot. He basically just did whatever he wanted, and that's what made an injured Joel Embiid look so damn good. Man, crazy. Tyrese Maxey is the point guard of the future. Tyrese Maxey is the player that is going to keep small point guards relevant. Because there is so many tall point guards coming out of the league these days and coming out of college and all that. Tyrese Maxey at the ripe height of 6'2" was just the best player on the floor in a series with the Boston Celtics. It's just crazy. Ridiculous. There's not really much to say about the Celtics. Everyone thought they were basically the perfect team, and they were going to the conference finals, and they were going to win the finals. So there's not really much bad that I can say about this team. Their starting lineup was ridiculous, by the way. The fact that Joel Mazzulla, you lose Jason Tatum, okay. But the fact that instead of giving maybe a Hugo Gonzalez the nod and just keeping the lineup, instead you bring Ron Harper on, you bring Hugo Gonzalez on, and you bring goddamn Luka Garza on the court. It's just like, obviously you've got to do something different when you lose a guy like Jason Tatum. But it just wasn't the plan. The plan just did not come to effect whatsoever. And rolling the dice like that, I feel like, is one of the very, very few mistakes that Joel Mazzulla has made so far in his career. Because they were -7 in the 4 minutes that lineup played together, and it was, like, pretty bad. The 76ers started 6-0, and that was basically what they ended up winning by. So, yeah, I don't know really what to say. 76ers actually match up well against the Knicks. It's going to actually be a good series. I hope Joel Embiid is healthy for this next series, because he's obviously battled a couple of injuries throughout this series. Hyperextending his knee today. Tyrese Maxey falls into his knee late in the game. I just hope he's ready to go in a couple of days' time when they go against the Knicks. That is my one hope and dream, but shout out to the 76ers, man. I mean, they just pulled it together at the right time. And that is all that I can say. I may as well do a bit of catch-up while I'm here. Yesterday, obviously, the Lakers did close out their series against the Houston Rockets. What's next for the Houston Rockets is, I think they lose their coach in Ime Udoka. It's really hard because the Rockets were a team that trade 2 of their younger pieces in Jalen Green and Dillon Brooks. Go and get Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was meant to be the guy to take them to the promised land, to cool them down in the high-pressure situations. And he missed this entire series. Which then forces you to lose a series against a 41-year-old LeBron James, because Luka Doncic did not play a single second in this entire series. It's a weird one. It really, really is a weird one. There's little things that you can go into, like Alperen Sengun shot pretty poorly from around the ring. Obviously, that's one critique that a lot of people have of Alperen Sengun, is he's really good at getting to the bucket, but sometimes he takes really bad shots And sometimes he just can't get the 3-foot floaters to fall. Running the offense through him is something that they haven't really done while Kevin Durant has been on the floor. Like, Kevin Durant takes a lot of that pressure off Alperen Sengun to just be great. And that's how he become an all-star this season. But when KD's not there and Alperen has to take on the extra load, Amen Thompson is a big negative on the offensive side of the ball. He has taken strides this year as opposed to last year, but he still has a long way to go when it comes to three-point shooting, free throws, mid-range shooting. You know, he gets those little 10-foot push shots, but outside of that, there isn't really a ton of shooting from him or basically the entire roster. Tari Eason was streaky the entire series. Reed Shepherd, is basically unplayable. He couldn't even guard Luke Kennard at some points in this series. Point guard play was the biggest thing that killed them, and Fred VanVleet obviously missed this entire season sitting on the sidelines. He comes back next year, which maybe creates a slightly more palatable environment for Alperen and all of those guys. But yeah, I just don't think Ime Udoka had the right adjustments. Like, you let a 41-year-old LeBron James run this entire series. It just does not sit right one bit, because the 2 games that Austin Reeves came back, he didn't do heaps. There was not much effectiveness out of Austin Reeves, so you can't even put Austin Reeves as an area to blame. So yeah, I don't know. I seriously just do not know. Time will tell. There's not really too much else I can say. Houston Rockets might need to look into it, because I just don't think, even with KD on the so these 2 rosters fully healthy, the Lakers take the series. So the fact that the Lakers took the series in one where both teams' best player was injured and not playing, it really just sort of puts a microscope onto the lens of the Houston Rockets. So I think there is a bit to do in the Houston Rockets point of things, but 2 Game 7s tomorrow, and that actually closes out the first round. The first round has felt like it has gone forever, because we've had so many Game 7s. Like, the Eastern Conference is so weird, having 3 Game 7s in a single conference. It's just crazy. See what happens tomorrow. We're going to have to crack in with another video, because there will be 2 more teams eliminated tomorrow, so you guys will see me tomorrow. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you guys. Comment down below what you think about the Celtics. Were the 76ers the better team? The Houston Rockets, what goes on with them now? Do we keep Kevin Durant? Do we trade Kevin Durant? What happens? Like, there is a lot of question marks at the moment. I just don't really know the answers to. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. There's 2 teams left to go, and then the first round's done, and then we're really getting into the nitty-gritty of the second round of the conference finals. I might do a video. It'll probably be when the second round starts, but I will make a quick video sort of talking about the 4 matchups that we are going to get. Other than that, you guys will see that in the next couple of days. Maybe that's a short. I'll see how I go. Thank you guys so much. Keep following, subscribing, liking if you guys are enjoying the content. I will see you guys in another couple of days' time. And until then, thank you guys.